Hello, folks. My name is Neil. My pronouns are he, him, and welcome to this wonderful. I can't believe it's not my wonderful system that I spent 8 years designing Fey Earth, but we're playing the dragon game instead. Adventure in the Feywild. Okay, this is all part of a nefarious plan by me to make people be aware of this wonderful 5e supplement that I am going to be producing called Hidden Folk of the Feywild, which has about 80 or so obscure Fey and magical creatures from European folklore. None of these are inventions by myself. These are all ancient creatures from the stories that were shared around fires for literally hundreds, if not thousands, of years across Europe that you can now bring into your 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game, whether you're looking for a terrifyingly charismatic, magically powerful, delightful individual to throw at your annoying players who keep beating your BBEGs, or want a wonderfully trippy and magical adventure in the Feywild, this is the perfect supplement for you. But without further ado, I'm going to ask each of our beautiful and amazing players to give us a quick introduction of themselves and their character. Okay, so starting, I'm going in order of my overlay here, starting with you, Ari.
Hey everyone, you know me, you grow me. I'm Ari. You might know me on the socials as @LuckyLeafTeas. I'll be playing the delightful and entirely untraumatized Warforged barbarian Palisade, or Sadie to her friends.
Wonderful. Next, Lilith.
Hi, I'm Lilith, also known as Lilith Wild on my socials. I apologize for not having a face today. It is way too hot, and so I am stuck in
you,
my bedroom.
you're beautiful regardless of what you are wearing and what you're cosplaying. I mean, but it's all about your comfort, my dear.
Much appreciated.
Yes. So, and do you want to briefly tell everybody your character?
Yes, I play Airless, who's a Winter Eladrin and also an Ice Warlock.
Wonderful. Next, we have Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna, or Riley, whichever you prefer. I use they, it pronouns. I'm going to be playing Mila, who uses she, they pronouns, who is a verdant druid of dreams.
Wonderful. Now, Ran.
Hi, my name is Ran. I use she, her pronouns. I will be playing a Lampad nymph, spirit bard. Um, also uses she, her pronouns. Her name is Palimpsest, but known to her new companions as Pretty.
Wonderful. Next, we have Steve.
Hello, hi. I'm Steve, also known as Sassy Pants. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm going to be playing Silver Strawberry Swifthorn, a fairy, sorcerer warlock whose pronouns are he, they.
Wonderful. And finally, we have Mike.
Hey, I am Mike. I use he, him pronouns, and I apologize for having this face, but it's the only one I've got. I will be playing Ruzi, a goblin cleric of the knowledge domain, and they use she, her pronouns.
I totally get what you're saying, Mike. That's why I have a mask. So, without further ado, who would like to give our wonderful viewers a recap of our last session? Anna did it last time.
I have immunity and inspiration.
I mean, I was looking for my notes pre-game and could not find them.
I have notes on some names of some creatures. I did not write down everything.
That's just what I have from last time.
Yeah.
Just major creature with like question marks, like
We
different
continued
spellings.
to travel through the Feywild and noticed a tiny little creature by the side of our feet, 1 inch tall, even smaller than Silver. And it turned out to be a Leshy. We asked for his help, guiding us to the moonlit lilac. Lilac? No,
Orchid.
wait, orchid.
Yeah.
And
We'll find it.
Palimpsest actually remembered having seen like maybe a sibling of this flower And the leshy grew and grew and grew until it is tall as an oak tree, and pointed out for us a animal trail that we can follow as a shortcut to the place. Um, I don't actually remember whether or not it happened last session or the one after that, but it bears repeating how during our long rest, a maiden who looks like a blonde haired elf um, preyed upon the innocent warforged with honeyed words and an offer of a dance that they had never experienced in their life before. But this fake blonde was not able to hide her true form for very long. After our warforged was charmed, the others, Ruthie in particular, was first awoken from her slumber. Um, and henceforth woke up everyone else, and we were able to drive off the bitch and show the city how she is loved by the rest of us, and we can have a dance party ourselves whenever we want, and we do not need and Pretty was extremely proud of herself for cutting the hair off of um, I forgot her name already.
The
Ludmila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of the few things I had written down. But Ludmila the Samodiva.
Ludmila, yes. That's her, Ludmila.
Yes.
Even the name sounds pretentious, you know.
That's a traditional Slavic name.
That's true, but Pretty was not thinking straight when it comes to Samdiva.
Yes.
After we finally took a long rest and we woke up refreshed from the protection of the flock that was protected by the spirits of the Feywild, we continued on trying to follow more of the animal trail. We met a hare who bears the similar patch of red fur in the front of their chests, similar to the crow that we met before. And then we found out that the red patch of fur turned out to be the latest fad of fashion choice in Feywild, as opposed to anything mysterious behind it. And the hair validated Silver's opinion about crows, which is also very important. We continued on and met yet another elderly woman.
Tired of these women in the woods.
Yes, we offered some food in friendship and goodwill, and turned out to be. She also started to transform into a young, using beauty to sort of entrapped kind of vibe. We are all very sick and tired of young, beautiful maidens in the woods these days.
I'm saying. They gotta stop letting young maidens out into the woods.
Hold on. Says the nymph.
Yeah.
See,
We're allowed to be young maidens in the woods.
Here's the problem of the first young, pretty maiden you guys encountered in the Feywild was friendly and nice. So
we're like 2 for maybe 5 at this point.
Yeah.
It's a bad ratio.
Yeah, well, okay, so just a couple of first of all, Pretty, you get an inspiration die. Now, Miley, you never use your inspiration die last session, so you still have that, my love, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and don't
I was
forget.
gonna ask.
No, you do. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you all have temp hit points as well from the Bardic Song? How can I was it 12 temporary hit points?
I have 17.
I can't remember.
I have 9 because I took the brunt of a poison breath.
It was
Yeah.
a total of 18, and
Oh,
then
18.
all,
Okay,
It's
cool,
18,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
we all
So,
took some damage though
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
different things.
yeah.
Oh, I
okay.
think also for Lilith, I don't know if it was mentioned that it turned out that Mila and Ruzi are actually
Yeah, they're
sisters.
siblings.
Or like,
They're
yeah,
siblings.
they were both adopted, but they grew up together.
Yes, yes, they
And
did.
That's so
yeah,
sweet.
and you know, Ruzi
Yeah.
had a doll that she stole from Mila when she was young. It had like old like the haircut and everything that Mila didn't know about until she saw it come out of Ruzi's backpack.
Oh, that's
Which
hilarious.
inspired Palimpsest's trim for Ludmilla.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
yeah, Ruzi exchanged that for a bag of beans, I believe, with the druidic.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask everybody, please, to roll initiative for me?
Oh, I also agreed to carry some water.
You
For...
did.
Yes, for the
You
Leshy.
agreed to fill a bottle that he gave you
From
with
the
water
River Leith.
from the River Leith.
Mhm.
So can I have initiative from you all, my lovely people?
Let's take a look.
To 21.
That is
Sorry, was that 22 for Mila?
No, 21.
21. Okay.
I
right.
keep using this one die for Mila, and when I
Yeah.
use it for my
It
other
really
character,
likes
it
you.
rolls bad. Yeah, but when I roll it for Mila, it rolls really well,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
Mila's
really
dice.
attached to the
It's
character.
sticks.
Yeah.
That's always the way. Did anybody else get 15 to 20 or 20 plus?
16.
20.
Okay, so
20 for Ruzi as well.
Whoa.
Whoa. And
Whoa.
sorry, Pretty, what did you say you got?
20.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
3 people above a 20? Crazy.
Pretty, what's your dex?
14.
And Ruzi, what's your dex?
15.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, and Silver, what did you get?
14.
Okay, and Earless, what did you get?
I got a 10.
Okay.
Still good. Still good.
Right. Okay. Just give me 1 second, my lovelies. You guys rolled fantastically well. So first up is Mila, and on deck is Ruzi. So this fae who had appeared as a bedraggled, homeless-looking crone has now transformed into a this quite beautiful young woman. Okay, and they look like a very, very pale, thin, but still quite pretty young woman. Okay, and yeah, they look like they're about to attack you. But Milo, what are you doing?
I'm. How far away is it?
We'll say I don't know, 10 feet, whatever. Like you're pretty close.
Like right up to it. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's fine. As long as no one is within 5 feet of it. No one else?
Who gave the creature the food?
Palisade.
So Sadie is pretty close.
I can take it.
And how?
Sadie's basically beside them.
Right. And how what's the size of the creature again?
Sorry?
What's the size of the creature?
Medium.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to then. I'm going to as bonus action cast Flame Blade. So there's like flaming like blade. I think it's like kind of like the flame on it is kind of pink like Mila's hair, kind of like
Nice.
sparkly.
Nice.
And we'll go up to it and try and hit it. Spell attack. That's pretty good. That is 23.
23 to hit?
Yes.
Oh, that
Like,
definitely.
I keep telling you, it's this one die. Like, really likes my luck because it keeps rolling really low for any other character.
Definitely.
Well done.
That definitely
Okay.
hits.
It's gonna run out though. My experience with this die's gonna run out.
No,
Okay,
don't bring the energy in.
Okay, hang on. Let me roll the damage. That is 10 points of fire damage. Yes.
Okay, 10 points of fire damage. Okay.
And I think yeah, I'm gonna stay. So I'm in range of it. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Right. All right. So now it is Ruzi's go.
Okay, Ruzi is going to keep their distance, maybe back away a little further.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Palinset, you're on deck.
Yeah, and then I guess Ruse is just going to cast a second level bless. So that gets 4 creatures of my choice.
Nice.
So they will give bless to Sadie, Airless, Silver, and Pretty.
Everyone but mine, I got it.
So you get
That feels like a message.
D4 on attack rolls or saving throws.
Okay, right. Super. Is there anything you can do with bonus actions or anything, or is that your turn?
No, that's my turn. I can't do a spell bonus action. I don't have a cantrip on, so
Cool,
that's fine.
cool. Okay, cool. So, Palinset, it's your go. Sadie, you're on deck.
So, hold on. I don't really know if I can sing the song, but she kind of hold on to her staff with the little lamp on top, and it starts to shine and shimmer. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh to activate and defend myself if necessary. But with the action, she's going to bestow the tail of the runaway and kind of launch into a little tune that goes a little bit like, and I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive, I can't complain. But now take me home where I belong. Can't really sing that song very well, but you get the idea. So with my reaction and all of your reactions, because I can choose 5 creature I can see, can immediately use a reaction to teleport 30 feet to either far away from the creature or to a location that benefit your wherever you want to be the most.
Whoa, okay.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, sweet. Sadie, it's your go. And Silva, you're on deck. I rolled terribly in initiative.
Right. The core problem is I'm poisoned, so everything I'm gonna do is a disadvantage.
Yes, it is.
But hey, I mean, I'm good at a few things, and that's gonna be hitting the thing. So bonus action, I'm gonna go into overclock. So you see, like all the marble cracks just open up a little bit. That steam starts to leak out and form into these kind of vaguely formed humanoid shapes that flit around Sadie. And I'm just gonna take a couple attacks at
Okay.
this thing
With a D4 to them.
with a D4. Thank you very much. Let's find out if it's worth anything. Okay, first attack. Ew. I don't think an. Okay, what does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Wow, that was a redeemed 11. Thanks, Darla.
Okay.
Sorry, 15. I can't.
That
do
hits.
Hey, we'll
Hit.
take it.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be 9 damage plus another 2 from rage. So that's 11 damage, 11 slashing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try again. Okay.
These aren't reckless. Sorry, these aren't reckless attacks, are they?
I don't have reckless attack yet. I
Oh.
think. No, not yet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I do have it. Well, that's fine.
Oh, you always have reckless attack.
I do have reckless attack.
Yeah.
I'll save it this time.
I think barbarians get that at like 3rd level or something. It's a low level ability you get pretty early on.
Either way, the original roll was a 17 total. The second
that
roll
still
was a
hits.
natural 20, so that's wasted.
Oh, well, you still hit.
What can you do? Ooh, 15 damage total. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Big slash. And my little smoky spectral friends start to amass around this thing.
Oh.
And that's my turn.
So correct me if I'm wrong, my love, but that means that ability means I have disadvantage attacking anybody but you now. Isn't that
Anyone
correct?
but me, and if you do hit someone other than me, they have complete resistance to the attack.
Okay, cool. All right, super. So now, Silver, it is your turn.
Okay. So I just want to confirm that we are poisoned because of this creature, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Cool. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quicken a spell,
Mhm.
and Silver's gonna reach into their pocket, pull out like a toothpick-sized blade, and just this fucking thing, and just flick
Stab them.
the side of their wrist, not wrist, their what is it called? The side of your hand, where a drop of blood collects on the needle, and he's
Mhm.
gonna flick the needle at um, the creature, and I'm gonna cast Bane on it.
Okay,
So that
I'm
is
not
a
familiar with that spell.
Gonna assume
charisma
that
16 save, but
Okay.
basically what it means is it's like it's the opposite of bless.
It's
Oh,
So
blessing
okay.
it's
plus.
minus, I
Oh,
believe,
Bane.
four.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, I rolled it. Charisma. Actually, I have a. What's your DC?
16.
I got a 16 exactly.
Ah, fuck. Okay, that's fine. That is why I quickened the spell. I'm gonna look at it and just scream. Two can play at that game, shithead. And I'm gonna cast poison spray as my second thing.
Okay.
That's a 16 con save.
Oh, so this creature is very good at charisma, not so good at con. No. That was I rolled a 10. No, 11.
Yep, that is 13 points of poison damage.
Okay. The spell appears to have no effect.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
I had a feeling.
Yeah,
It's
makes
good that we
sense.
know. It's good that we know that, though. That's a good
Worth a
to
shot.
know because I also have poison spray, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good to know.
So
I'm just gonna
unfortunate, yeah. So, right. Is that? Do you have any other bonus actions or anything to do here?
not right now. I'm just gonna fly up and I'm gonna sit on the wolf and I'm gonna yell at the others. Poison doesn't affect it, so
Yeah.
use something else.
Okay, right. So,
Steve just looks at her axe.
yeah. So the creature, and actually, before we go any further, Pretty, I'm gonna let you. You can give me a roll, whatever you want, Arcana, history, whatever you want, to see do you recognize this Fae.
Oh, not 20.
Okay, right. So
Not 20 for a total of I don't know,
no,
nature
it
history,
doesn't. It
something like
does.
that.
It yeah. So
Oh,
you recognize this creature. This is called a kumoka. Okay. They normally appear as thin, pale maidens, often in groups as big as 12. So you're immediately looking around and say, "Shit, is there any more of them?" Okay. They're most active between spring and autumn, and they are known for spreading disease. They especially love to sicken people that they consider lazy and would find napping. Okay, they can change in appearance, look like a homeless old woman, and in this guise, they might go to doors begging for food and a warm place to sleep. But if they're let in, they would then plague the mistress of the household with sickness or even paralysis. And they're sometimes associated with water. So a shapeshifting fae who has strong abilities to conjure poisons and sickness. Okay, and as Silver has discovered, they are immune to poisons.
do I know anything about whether or not they can be reasoned with or like
I mean,
redeemable qualities?
maybe, but the fact that you might have been able to reason with them beforehand, but the fact that they decided to immediately attack you means
Yeah.
probably not. Anyway, it is the creature's go. So you're right there, Sadie. So she reaches out with her hand and strikes at you, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's not what I expected.
You are good at these, though.
I am. This is one of the things I'm good at,
Yes.
assumedly. That's a natural
Hard
20 for a
luck.
total of
Oh,
26.
nice.
Let's
Oh,
go.
wow.
Okay, well, I cast inflict wounds. I actually rolled really shit. I rolled it was 3d10
Scary.
and I rolled a 1 and 2.
Oh.
So you 13 halved, you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Ouchies.
Okay, and it is now Airless's go.
Yay! Okay, so I'm going to. Where did I put my spells? There are my spells. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast an Eldritch Blast because
Yeah, sure.
never fails.
Yeah.
So dice roll. Eldritch Blast. That is an 18.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yay. Okay. 10. And that's 9 points
Okay.
of damage. Of force damage specifically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh.
Any bonus actions or anything?
Yeah, I forgot. I get 2 beams of Eldritch Blast at 5th level, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that's
do a
right.
second
Yeah.
beam.
So roll it. I think you have to roll attack for both, don't you?
I think so.
Yeah. So.
Oh, nat 20 on the second one.
Okay. So wait. What is the damage? Because I do my crits different to other people, although
It's a
not.
D10.
It's not unique. Okay. So that means you're straight away doing 10 points of damage. Now roll your D10.
We've had a worrying amount of
That's
nat 20s already.
Yeah, and like high rolls
That's
in
not a lot.
general. That's good.
Just
Not a great roll. A 3.
Well, that's still 13 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to fail all the important saving throws later now. We know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so the Eldritch Blasts that Airless sends that way have kind of Elsa from Let It Go kind of looks. It's white and blue with kind of little snowflakes exploding out of it.
Absolutely. Okay, right. So we are at the top of the initiative order. Mile, it's your go. Ruse, you're on deck.
Yeah, I just realized that both my cantrips do poison damage, and the other damage spell I have is Ice Knife, which people are close. So I'm gonna Flame Blade. I have it anyway, so I'm just gonna.
You can Ice Knife if you want to. Sadie's.
Some of them.
That's fine.
Does she have a turn?
She did.
She did turn. She cast.
Trying to hit.
She cast inflict wounds on Sadie.
Right.
She's just above Airless in the initiative order. I rolled terribly.
So I think the splash damage from Ice Knife, is that piercing or is it cold?
I think it's cold.
It is cold.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't half that.
Yeah.
But I can take it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's fine. But it's fine. I could do one other thing, but I don't think it's useful. I'm gonna. Milo has the blade. It's right in front of it. It's the blade is like just like I said, pink flames. We'll try and hit it again.
Okay, so you are going to strike at her with your lithium blade.
Yeah, but it's not. It's 13. I don't think that hits.
Unfortunately, that's a miss.
Nah. Okay.
Do you have a bonus action that you can do?
You
hold on, wait. You do have an advantage die if you want.
Ooh.
I do, but I'd rather save it me for a saving or something.
Okay.
But I will say
respect.
Was Sadie like heard past the no, you succeeded. No?
I'm still in my temp HP. I'm okay.
I think am I gonna stay close? I'm gonna stay where I am. This is fine. This is okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, right. Super. Okay, Ruzi, it is your go, and Pretty, you're on deck.
Okay, Ruzi's going to see Myla miss and kind of shrink a little bit, knowing that she could have aided. And kind of in a state of panic, unsure what to do, she's just going to fire a guiding bolt. So yeah, cast guiding bolt, which is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
15 is this creature's AC.
4d6.
Ooh, shit.
So it's 11 radiant damage. I've got 2 ones in there. That was a dreadful roll.
Oh, well.
But I'm also going to use Fury of the Small. which will add 5 extra damage to a creature with a size larger than mine, which, if they're medium, they will have.
Yes. Okay. Super.
So 16 in total, and the next attack against the creature has advantage.
Super. So Pretty, it's your go. Sadie, you're on deck.
So I'm going to cast. So she's gonna sing, T O O Lo T O O O, and it kind of starts to echo and become discordant, dissonant, and it kind of seeps into the mind of this creature. I'm gonna cast 3rd level Dissonant Whisper.
Nice.
So it's a Wisdom save.
Okay. She's not great at these. What's the DC?
16.
I rolled an 18. I actually.
Oh wait, Bane.
Okay.
No, that I saved against that.
Bane
Oh.
damage.
Right,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, unfortunately, even though she's okay at wisdom, and I just happened to roll really well, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
So is that half damage or what? Like,
So it doesn't matter. So it's half damage. Can I silver barbs that?
yeah, of course you can. So I re-rolled,
Yeah.
don't I?
Yeah.
And on the re-roll, that is a that is a 16.
Great. Well, no, she still succeeds. So she takes half of 23 and
Ooh.
doesn't need to run away. So
Okay,
she takes
so
11 psychic damage.
So what you guys see is as this discordant sound comes from Pretty's beautiful radiant voice, it's almost like you can see the notes floating through the air as they hit this creature. No, get out! You cannot defeat me. Sisters!
Oh shit.
Now, Sadie, it is your go. I will say, as she cries out, you suddenly see from the trees 3 more very thin, very pale young maidens appearing, moving towards you. As you're standing over this creature, you have advantage. They're looking pretty rough.
Yeah. I have advantage.
You have advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So that cancels out your disadvantage from being poisoned.
I was about to say if I then reckless, but
You
it
would then
doesn't
have
stack.
advantage.
Oh, we're stacking it.
Well, because the advantage from the guiding bolt cancels out
mine.
the
It's
disadvantage of the
Okay.
poison condition. So then if you gained advantage from a second condition, I would say no, you have advantage now if you reckless attack.
All right.
Oh,
We're gonna go reckless.
also, Sadie, you can have a bardic inspiration. That's my bonus action that I forgot to do.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Is
How-
that
wait.
D8?
Pretty,
Jesus.
how do you inspire Sadie?
I think the song will continue, but as the whisper portion of it seeps into the mind of this, Pretty is going to turn to Sadie and will continue to say, 离开小时候，有了自己的生活，新鲜的歌，新鲜的念头。You have a new song, you have some new ideas. Go get them.
Sadie rolls her shoulder and goes, I do love your voice. And I'll take 2 reckless attacks.
Okay.
So you have bardic plus you have bless, right?
This.
And you're blessed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have so many things to add.
You don't have to add the bardic. It will last an
I'll
hour.
save the bardic for now in case I might need it later. That's 17 to hit on the first attack.
Yes.
Amazing. I'll roll the second one as well, just so we have it on deck. Ooh. Okay, so there's that plus that. 22 on the second attack.
Both hit.
Amazing. Damage on the first. 13. Sorry, no. 18 damage on the first attack. And and 12 damage on the second attack.
So this is what happens. This creature is severely injured from the combined attacks of the party. With the first strike, as you're coming down, you are pretty certain that would be enough to fell her. But you see 3 of her sisters are beginning to close in on you. So I'm asking you, what do you want to do?
Sadie's the first attack's gonna like go back and hit this creature in the spine. As she pulls it back out, she comes back around the other side and uses her own leverage to like toss the body towards these 3 sisters.
Okay.
And just go, if you know what's good for you, stand back.
Right. So I'm saying then that the first attack that you did, you're deliberately choosing not to kill her, but she's still grievously wounded, and as you knock her back, her 3 sisters looking, hissing and glaring at you, they look at each other, and you don't speak Sylvan, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay, well then, understanding what he says. Maybe not today. We'll find someone else. Come, let us take her. And they reach down and they pick up and take their sister and retreat into the woods, into the tree line.
Sadie and Sylvan just goes back, happy hunting.
Oh,
Nice.
Sadie.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, you run. And I'm just gonna fire an Eldritch Blast randomly in the trees.
Love that.
Okay. So I am going to say, I believe Sadie's the only one who has the poison condition. Isn't that correct? Everyone
I
else,
have it too.
I think. Oh, you have it too. So you notice. So Pretty, you notice Sadie and Silver do not look good.
Oh, the 2 of you come a little closer, and I'm gonna like and puff some smoke on your faces.
What does the smoke look like?
I think it comes out this lavender colored puff, but halfway through the air, it starts to turn into tiny little like moth wings, and is going to like carry off like, and then you see from your skin just tiny specks of like green dots, and it's going to kind of siphon away by these tiny moth wings.
Lovely. Okay, so thanks to the enchanted pipe that Pretty was given by the crone, you are now no longer suffering the poisoned condition.
Sadie like slumps a little as like the overclock cooks off, and she draws in her little smoke friends, and it takes in some of those little violet moths as well. And she looks at Pretty and goes, "You have had to do that far too many times for me."
Wait, can you even be poisoned?
Normally, I'm better at throwing it off. I was rather unlucky this time. I thought I think I was caught a bit unawares. Yeah, I have my construction resilience means I have advantage against being poisoned, but I failed.
Yes,
anyway.
you did fail anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, you
no.
rolled terribly from what I remember.
Silver, are you feeling okay now?
I think so. Silver is gonna fly over and sit on Pretty's shoulder. Thank you, and just like stretch his wings and his arms. That's the first time that I've used smoke to not get high. It's weird, but it's fine.
I mean, if
This
it
is
makes you
interesting.
feel better, it's kind of a high. I assume.
Yeah.
You're
I don't-
sitting like one of those pretty birds I've seen in books. On her shoulder.
As long as it's not a raven, it's fine.
And
Nice.
no, it's too colourful to be a raven, if I recall.
Oh, like a hummingbird or something?
No, much bigger.
Like a parrot.
Yes, that's what
Canary,
they're called.
Parrot. Oh, yes.
I saw one of those ones. They had a wonderful
Really?
song. Yes, I
Ah.
was traveling. It was quite nice.
I've only
So,
seen them in books.
I assume you are continuing along, following this deer trail path that the Leshy conjured for you all, which you've all realized is fantastic. You guys are traveling so much faster through the forest than you had.
Wait, just because
previously.
of Milo's scam, no?
Yes, because of your beating him in the dice game. Yes. No,
Legitimately,
it has-
legitimate victory.
Uh-huh.
yeah, no. This is like the mountain is so much closer to you than it had previously been as you were trying to journey to it. Okay.
I'm trying to keep an eye out for this this fairy tree. Come on, I'm doing a
Yeah.
scan for that.
Okay, right. So continuing along on our little trek, what are people doing?
Mm. Is it like the environment much of the same, even though it's a path, like much of the same like that we've seen before, like kind of
Yeah.
foresty?
It's based. You're still in forest, yes.
Is it also like what I'm trying to ask is like, are there any like new things that we've not seen? Because I feel like Mila, like it obviously before was looking around a lot and sort of like inspecting things, but if it's a lot of the same, then they will lose interest.
Give me a perception roll.
Okay. It's a decent 14.
You see some pretty tasty looking. You actually see off to one side. You see what looks like an apple tree with some pretty juicy looking apples on it.
No biblical history to those.
I think like Mila will go. I'm gonna roll something for her once.
You see a snake sitting on the lowest bough of the tree.
No, I was trying to roll if she's clever enough to ask something. But I think she is. She'll like go to the apple tree, and I think she started like reaching out for it, and then stops, and then looks back at Pretty and like, are these edible? You think?
They look pretty edible.
Are
Not sure. I
is
would
there
try.
any? Yeah. Does it seem like it could be trouble?
It's a tree in the Feywild.
I think like if the answer takes too long, Mila grabs it anyway.
Can I just look at the near the base of this tree to see if there's like worms or creatures near it, or any half dead birds or something?
Give me a
drunk
perception.
squirrel.
Give me a perception roll.
Let's give it a try.
I think
Can I-
also Mila will take the apple and they have a sickle and like cut it in half to see like the inside
So
of
I
it.
just want to see how these two do in their perception rolls.
Pretty, what's your bardic inspiration die?
D8.
Oh,
I was
like
gonna
that.
also ask, can I do a nature roll to check the apple?
Absolutely.
21 total with a 6 on the.
Okay, so
bardic
this is
inspiration.
what happens. As Mila is reaching for the apple and plucking it, you're looking at it and you're like noticing that the coloration and shape of the bark on the trunk looks almost like a face. And as she plucks the apple, the bark starts to move as a mouth appears, eyes open up, and this very angry voice says, "Oh, oi, what the hell are you doing?"
Oh!
And a branch goes straight for your head, Mila.
Ow!
Oh, that was cocked.
Can I dodge it?
What's your AC?
14. I'm not having my shield out.
Okay,
at the moment.
I only rolled an 11. So you duck as this very
Yeah.
large branch goes swinging for your head and misses by just centimeters. Eh? Who the bloody hell do you think you are taking my apples? God, God,
Yeah,
She went it
yeah,
back.
sorry.
what use is it to me now?
I don't know. I've never been in the Feywild. Maybe you can reattach it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Where I'm from.
What do I look like? Some sort of a magic tree? What kind of ridiculous
Well,
nonsense is this? Reattach an apple? What kind of nonsense is
Okay,
this?
okay. I think we're very angry right now.
Well, of course we are. You just took one of my apples.
I'm sorry. Where I'm
Listen.
from, trees don't have faces and like they don't talk. So like, and you can take apples when you see. I didn't know. Okay, I'm.
That's just arborist.
Is this why an apple a day keeps the cleric
Oh.
away?
So,
I always wondered where the saying came from.
I am going nowhere near that tree, so
Yeah.
it probably works.
with the, I got a 21 on the nature.
Ooh.
Is there any like
apple
information on
is-
this particular?
The apple is a nice juicy apple. It just happens to belong to a very angry, it appears sentient tree.
Oh, right. Give me that apple.
But it's for okay, and we'll just hand
I'm
it
gonna
over.
take it and then I'm gonna put the
Wait, are you
apple.
friends with this one? Says the tree,
I am
pointing a branch.
sorry if you would
Oh, I mean,
just take
yeah,
a
like,
breath. Take a breath.
sorry.
Inhale and exhale,
Of
and I'm
course.
gonna start casting healing word on the branch and mending at the same time and see if it works.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cute.
Somebody
Okay.
with some manners, honestly. You should teach these non-Fae the rules around here. Oh, you nymphs, you know better than this. I'd never expect it from you. Maybe that fairy over there, you know what they're like, But anyway,
Hmm.
well,
Sometimes it takes some time to understand where we're coming from, and mistakes are made, but without ill intention.
right, you strange creature. How are you going? Yes, you.
Oh.
So, what are you going to do to make amends for this terrible affront?
All right. I don't know. What kind of stuff do you like?
What are you into?
Is there anything that you need?
I'm a tree. As long as I have sunlight and water, I'm pretty happy. Until some fool comes along and starts picking my apples.
Oh, well, I have water if you want it.
It's water from another plane.
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way?
My name? Kron.
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 Kron. Okay. Kron, what do you do with these apples? These are beautiful apples. What do you do with them?
Well, mostly I just grow them and then let them fall to form my children.
Do they all become your children? And
Yeah.
does some of the apple fall onto a ground
Well,
that
I
is
mean,
not?
I
growable?
obviously have friends that I let take some of the apples to eat as well. I mean, come on, I'm a reasonable tree.
Wait, would you like a replacement? I have many like trinkets on me. I know that you're missing an apple. I could maybe put something else on the branch that's like pretty and shiny.
Like
I
an
have like
ornament.
Mila has like a bunch of like stuff on like her belt. So like literal like trinkets. Like there's maybe
Okay,
some shimmery
so
rock or like all kinds
you
of stuff.
you can give me a persuasion roll if you want.
Sure.
Please don't attach a tooth to this tree. It could
I'm
get
going to
rid.
use my inspiration because that's a nat one.
Oh no!
Reattachable?
Apparently not. It says that it
persuasion.
can't be reattached. So.
Okay, that's a dirty 20, which is better than that one.
Okay,
Oh.
well, I mean, a trinket, you say? What kind of trinket? Any? Do you have any
yeah.
pretty ribbons or maybe a bell of some sort?
Oh yeah, I have ribbons somewhere, and I think a bell, and like they'll like sort of like start like on a belt. There's like so, a piece of ribbon, and then they go like, oh, on my necklace, and then try and like take off the bell and like string it through the ribbon, and then hold it up like that.
Milo
Ooh,
would absolutely have a stock of ribbons.
That is quite now that is actually quite lovely. Yes.
Okay. Can I put it in and like we'll reach it?
One of the branch that you had plucked the apple from lowers down because you're quite short, so it lowers down for you.
Yeah. We'll go like and tie it. And it's like
Yeah.
this really like nice pink ribbon as well.
Oh, okay. That was my question. What color is it? And then as you tie it, the branch comes up and it starts to sway as if in the wind, but there is no wind. The tree is just making the bell tinkle.
Yeah.
Well, this is quite lovely. I think you've certainly made amends for.
So, Kron,
Yes, my dear. Sorry,
didn't you
what's your name, my lovely?
answer my questions first. Then
Okay,
I'll tell you my name.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say that to define friendship, two people who are friends, they exchange gifts to each other? Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Well, Mila, this ribbon that you have given Kron, is that offered as a gift?
Oh yeah. I guess a gift to make up for the thing I took.
But a gift nevertheless.
Yeah.
Would you consider Kronk a friend? If he was willing to
I'd be
yours as
that,
well.
but I get if maybe they're still a little angry. That's fine.
It is a very pretty
Friends,
ribbon. It's very, very pretty.
friends
ribbon.
get angry at each other sometimes, and then they make up. That's how friendship
Yeah,
works.
but I feel like you sort of have to mutually agree that you're friends.
Work with me
maybe.
here. Work
I am
with me
working
here.
with you. I'm giving. I'm not trying to decide for them.
Just say yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Yes, good. And Krunk,
Okay.
we have received a pretty ribbon from your new friend.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Sadie's
Wouldn't
just
you-
taking notes on friendship.
But
Would you
So
say
Rudy.
that it would be only reasonable that you offer a gift in return to solidify this contract between two brand new friends?
Contract.
All right.
Friendship requires contracts.
Yeah.
My
Mila's like,
stra-
is this how it works?
Okay. Well, how about this, my strange little colorful friend? He says to you, Mila, I will gift you another one of my apples, but I
Okay.
ask a request of you.
Okay. Which is?
When you return to the mortal world, will you plant the seeds there for me?
Oh, yeah, of course. I can do. I have that's Frank. Is it just to clarify, can I eat the apple and then take the seeds out? Otherwise I have to cut it up in like
Oh, you can eat the apple, just keep the seeds.
Okay, cool. I have and like Milo has like all like on the belt, so it's like this little jar, like glass jar with like a little cork in it that is currently empty. I think there's a couple of them. A couple of them are filled. Some have like liquids in there. This one has got tooth in it. And just will take it and like I can put it in here and keep it safe and then I'll
Yes.
plant it. Any preferred location, like a forest or a
A
grass
fo-
field or
A forest would be better, preferably near a nice stream if possible.
okay. Yeah,
know.
I can absolutely do that.
Wonderful.
Really
Wonderful.
quick, when we plant these seeds, do you gain sentience in the material plane?
What do you mean? I won't be in the material plane. I'll still be here.
I was wondering
Mhm.
if it's a normal apple from a magic tree, does the seeds from the normal apple be magic in? You just see steam start to like lift out of it.
No, my strange statue. It is a magical apple from a magical tree.
Ah, so is the tree that gets planted? My good fairy friend here is asking whether the tree in the prime materium would also be such as yourself.
Of course, it's my children.
I look at Silver and look a little bit worried.
And what happens when that tree grows up and has more apples, and then the entire forest is just magical trees?
Oh, that would be a wonderful forest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so
You
too.
know, if you have a cider place nearby.
It would
No,
also be the only forest in the world whose bark is worse than its bite.
Oh, that was good.
Sadie like
That was
claps
good. That was
Rosie too
very
hard on the
good.
shoulder.
That was very good. Well, it was lovely meeting you all, despite the misunderstanding at first.
Yeah.
What are you all doing here? You shouldn't be here. Well, obviously the
Everyone
icy
says
one
that.
and the small one and the pretty one, but apart from those three, you shouldn't be here.
We're on an adventure.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, very cool so far. I like it. We got it
Looking
kind of by
flower.
accident and kind of
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah, we're looking for a flower. And we heard there were fairies nearby, and our fairy friend wanted to meet them.
Oh yes, so if you keep following this trail that has magically appeared out of nowhere, you will soon be at the edge of the forest, and where the forest borders with the swamp, there is a hawthorn tree that is the home to a fairy clan.
Are they a nice fairy clan?
The tree looks at Silver, then looks back at you. Well, they're fairies. You know what that means.
that's the second time you've said weird shit.
I was about to say he was like, oh, that's arborist. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
pot
How is this
kettle.
not fairyist?
Theist?
Face?
Fairst?
No, I think fairyist encompasses
Fairest
like all the fae, not just
Oh, no,
fairies.
that's true.
So it would
yeah.
be like, nymphs and the other people
Fairyest.
and the fake blonde that we met. All
I
of
think
those would
you're
come under
fairyest.
fairyist. Yeah.
The most
Yeah.
fairy.
Oh.
I'm just saying fairies can be kind of annoying.
Wow.
So can sisters.
Milo was about to say the same, and then you beat her to it. It's like, anyone can be annoying. They when you want to.
Silver is just whispering in Sadie's ear. Say the word. I'm gonna set its roots on fire. I can set its roots on. This. If he calls me a shithead one more time, I'm gonna set him on fire.
I don't think he called you a shithead at any point.
He implied it.
Uncommon.
He implied it, did he not?
Okay.
He said fairies are not nice, and that's the same
Is
thing.
it annoying? Is that the same as shithead?
Replaceable, really.
Okay. They're synonymous. I understand now. Okay, well,
Yeah,
it's
like
two strikes so far, so I think the third strike's the rule, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe before we leave this plane, I'll have beef with the matron of trees too.
There's a matron of trees?
I don't know. Fuck if I know.
Silver just gets beef with everyone in the Feywild.
Every empirical power.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We love
We
that.
can all be quite annoying when inconvenienced, I'd say.
I guess trees are particularly bad because they serve as perches for ravens often.
Oh, don't get me started on ravens. Oh no.
Oh, I guess the raven thing is universal. Seems like everyone agrees with you, Silver.
Yeah. No, don't get me started on ravens.
Okay.
Silver's eyes narrow. You know what? Okay. I think
You're cool.
yeah, I think he's cool.
All right.
So we've seen these people, or not people, these animals. We've seen a raven, and we saw what else did we see?
It's a
A
hare.
hair.
It's all
A
hair.
hare, yeah, a hare with like red plume. Is that like a? We asked them about it, and they seemed, well, they didn't really have an answer for it. Is that like a
fashionable?
Yeah, is it like fashion? Is it like a gang thing? What's happening there?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't really pay much attention to the small creatures around. And I mean, animals can come in all shapes and sizes and colors in this realm. So, I mean, I remember seeing an orange hare once and a pink hedgehog, and so
A pink hedgehog?
Yeah, Sadie looks at
I've seen a blue
Milo.
one. I've seen a blue one. Never seen a pink hedgehog.
yeah. So
Did a blue one?
Yeah, it was really fucking fast too. It like span around in
God
circles.
damn it. Was hanging out with like this red echidna thing. Oh no, it's weird. Weird gang.
It has like collected rings or something.
Yeah, it was a yellow fox. It had like 2 or 3 tails. Oh my god.
A fox with 2 or 3 tails. And it looks at Yuki, the familiar, and goes like, "Can you add a tail?"
I'm now just picturing Yuki like hanging by like 2 helicopter tails. Oh.
And Yuki being made out of snow like grows a second tail for funsies.
Oh,
Yes, I can see it.
okay.
Well, good luck with your adventure and your flower picking.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Are we far from I can't imagine, you might not know. Are we far from the fairy tree or
Oh no, you're quite close.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you.
You're nearly at the boundary of the forest.
Okay. Then maybe we'll see each other again or not, but I will definitely plant those seeds.
Wonderful. Well, it was lovely meeting you all.
All right. Bye. And they'll just sort of like turn around and start walking.
Just a bit of a advice, Kong.
Yes.
Take a breath occasionally. Because there might be people who comes along who didn't understand that they shouldn't be touching your apples. And then, if you don't talk nicely, there are people in the world who will respond with setting you on fire before anything else.
Well, if they did that, I would just pummel them with my apples. I'm quite a crack shot.
But apple couldn't really fight fire, can it?
No, but 50 apples to the head will hurt.
it will be a lot of loss to you as well.
I can grow more apples. It's not that big a deal.
Just think about it.
Bit of advice. Just be mindful of your friends that they don't do anything stupid to get into trouble while they're here. You know what our laws and customs are like. They can make mistakes easily, and if they do it with the wrong fae, things could get ugly fast.
That's true.
Well, it was lovely meeting you.
Lovely meeting you as well.
Take care.
So like as they're walking away, Milo will definitely cut like the apple in half to like, I think first pick out the seeds and put them in a like little jar and then just start eating it.
Okay, right. As you're eating this apple,
Oh, no.
as opposed to the one that you plucked, this one that you've been gifted, you feel a rejuvenating kind of energy fill your body. Roll a d8 for me.
Okay.
You explode 8 times.
Grow 8 tails.
That's a 1.
Okay, roll again. That was terrible.
Oh, okay. That's an 8 this time.
Right, super.
Hey!
You're still in your temp hit points, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you just gained an additional 8 temporary hit points.
Do they stack?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is the Feywild.
These apples break the rules.
Amazing. Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, eating, like, oh, this is really good,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Sweet.
I'm
Very
gonna say, as you're eating this, Miley, you're already thinking of the kind of like you're already thinking that I could make such an amazing cider from these apples and make so much money.
Yeah, mine is like I was like, okay, if I
The
plant these
Empire.
seeds- yeah, mine is like realizing that like plotting this out. Yeah, especially thinking of the money.
Yeah.
Simon
think
cures
also-
his own hangover.
Yeah.
Ruzi hears
Yeah,
the ghost of
yeah.
accountancy over their shoulder.
I think they're also just thinking like, because this tree was in the end nice enough, like being like, oh, if then these other people also start talking, I can, like I can work with them, like with their consent, I can make this.
Possibly the most ethical orchard?
Exactly. Yeah,
Incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
But still, you see like Milo like deep in thought, like trying to figure this out.
At the end of Ruse's notes that they and Sadie were making on friendship, it just says friendship is transactional.
Yeah. Daisy the
Yeah.
ghost need to find gifts for everyone. Underline,
That's
underline.
Yeah, amazing.
Right. So, continuing along our journey. Everybody give me perception rolls, please.
The luck's running out of this
Oh,
die.
my rolls are terrible today. 10 total.
Oh,
Right, let's still occupy with the plan.
25 for Ruzi.
Good.
Nice.
18 on the die plus something plus 1, so 19.
Okay. And Silver, what did you get?
My bad luck is back. I got a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that.
Milo, what did you get?
Only an 8. Minus 2 occupy with the whole
Okay.
plan.
Earless, what did you get?
Sorry, we were rolling
Perception.
perception. Yes. Okay. I don't know why I was looking at performance and very confused for a hot second.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I rolling performance?
Starts doing
Okay,
a jig down the road.
I can't. Oh God. Not well. Perception. That's an 12.
Okay. I'm gonna say, okay, so Ruzi, you're the only one who sees this stuff, okay? So as you're walking along, you spot these really, really crazy looking mushrooms. They've got this like blue iridescence to them that's almost shimmering. And you instinctively are thinking, I better make sure I don't let Mila near these mushrooms.
You know me so well.
But but your scientific and learned mind, you are thinking, oh, maybe I could pick a few and experiment and like study their properties.
Aren't those the ones that we got told about anyway? I'm trying to
Yeah,
see if my
the
notes was it.
trip you to
Um,
hell and back mushrooms.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can just quickly kind of bend down and pluck a couple and pop them in my
I'm
pouch without Mila
I'm
noticing.
gonna say with Midas' terrible perception roll that they just got, you do it easily.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you
So
grab a
yeah, I'll,
nice
I'll,
bit.
I'll just take a handful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get a nice big handful and into a bag. Okay.
yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And we'll just
So
secure those and not mention it ever again. Perfect.
so you continue on for about another 45 minutes or so, until you suddenly you see the trees are getting a bit more sparse, until finally you find yourself coming to the edge of the tree line. Looking out in front of you, you see the terrain is completely shifted. Whereas you had been in this beautiful and ancient deciduous forest, now you are standing in front of what looks to be swamp and marshland. Traveling on, extending for many, many kilometers, but you can just make out on the other side of this swamp what look to be the foothills of the mountain range that you're all going to. Okay. And a little bit ahead, maybe 100, meters or so, you see rising up out of the boggy soil a beautiful hawthorn tree in full bloom with shimmering lights flickering around it.
Silver, do you want to go and say hello?
We can avoid it if you would rather.
What? Silver
The
has spent the entire time trying to use Druidcraft to turn their wings into like different colors to resemble parrots. So barely paying attention to any of this. And what? No, no, shit. We're here already. I do we
we can
have to.
take time. We don't have to go in now. If you would like to take some time to prepare, I'm sure we can spare the time. I know this is likely important.
And
Yeah,
there doesn't look
I
to be
don't.
any fruit for Mila to steal, so there's no reason for us to approach the tree early.
Hey!
Hawthorns have lovely berries, I hear.
Oh.
I don't know. They just said they were fairies, right? There was no. There's like different types of fairies. So like, there's no guarantee these are my fairy people. Like my.
Would you like to meet them? Yes or no?
We could always keep
Uh,
you in a pocket or something until we've sort of crossed paths with them and see if they're nice or not.
You don't have to go. It's
We
just
don't.
you. Well, the question is, do you want to meet them or not?
It's about your comfort.
Yeah.
feel like we've traveled this far. Might as well check them out, right?
How about, is there, perhaps if you're feeling uncomfortable at any point, is there something, perhaps a word you could say that we could quickly make an exit?
Oh, like a safe word. Yeah, pineapples.
I
That
don't know
works.
what that is, but sure.
We could. I could certainly accompany you there if you feel comfortable, or we could try to draw their attention.
That's the point. Is this tree like people-sized or fairy-sized?
Oh no, it's a normal hawthorn tree.
Okay. right.
Yeah.
We can come with if you want, or stay a little distance.
No, I think
It could be
it's best
easier.
we stick together, just
It
in
could be
case it
easier
goes wrong.
if we try to draw their attention so they come to us instead of the other way around.
Yeah, that works.
Good. Yeah.
A safe word then?
Yeah, pineapples. Yeah.
Pineapples. Okay.
Pineapples.
Very good.
Interesting.
Are
Okay,
there
that's
things that fairy enjoy and might be attracted to if we like go out?
Fairies love music, they love
Yeah.
dancing, and they love fine food and alcohol.
Well, Sadie,
Yes, pretty?
do you have an interesting another dance party?
Oh well, I would always love another dance, assuming this is the time.
There's always time for dance.
Yes, I quite agree.
And I think Palimpsest will start to play some more music, um, and try to just get a party started and like discreetly try to get their attention.
Do you share, by the way, that what the things are that brothers that
Yeah,
like
100%.
my Layla goes like through there like, there's these millions like tiny vials and tries to like figure out like look at the bottom of the label and then pull one out and then uncork it, which is it's awful. It's there's a couple of ones in there that are
Nice.
Does
Just in case, when you need one.
Okay. So
does
Palimpsest,
palimpsest have a second instrument on them, or is it just
I
their
have a
note?
war gong, so I was going to say I could try and match rhythm at least.
I
using-
have a bunch of instruments.
It's so cool.
Ruzi will just come and go. "Yeah, but do you have an instrument spare?
What do you play?
Um, anything. Yeah, anything.
Well,
I can
if
play
you
anything.
have if you have music in your heart, you can play anything. A stone, a stick, you can make rhythm out of it. All you need to do is blow wind into a leaf for it to make different notes.
This is true, but I cannot naturally play anything. I can gift myself the ability to play something though, but I don't think a rock would count.
I see. Well,
Yeah,
try a loop then.
and Rizzy will gently take the lute and use their channel divinity, knowledge of the ages, to give themselves proficiency with the lute for 10 minutes.
Wow.
okay, right. So Palimpsest and Ruzi, can you both give me performance checks, please?
And I have proficiencies to add to that. Okay.
I'm going to say, Ruzi, for these next 10 minutes, you do have proficiency because of the spell. It doesn't make sense for you not to have proficiency having used your channel divinity, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so I'll add that to this. Oh,
30.
a
30?
good roll anyway.
Jesus.
21.
Stars alive.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous. So, describe for me the music that you both are playing.
So Ruzi will follow Pretty's lead. So if Pretty starts the melody, Ruzi will just pick up and play a counter melody along to it.
Right, so you start this wonderful, beautiful melody that fills the space that you're in, and
Yeah.
within less
I'm
than a
playing
hmm?
oh, sorry.
No, no,
I'm
yes.
playing a viol.
Mm.
So it sounds kind of like Chrysler's Viennese dances. So it's this waltz sort of vibe, and then she's going to kind of sing no lyrics, but it's just sort of the Aurora vibes whale song, just kind of lingers and floats above
Yeah,
the viol as well.
super. So, within less than a minute, you see some of the lights that are surrounding the hawthorn tree start moving your direction. And it's curious because some of the lights are flying through the air in the same way that silver does, but others are jumping along the ground. Great leaps, but jumping, clearly traveling along the ground. And within a matter of moments, there's a couple of dozen tiny little fairies surrounding you all. Some are flying in the air, they have gossamer wings like silver, others no wings, but looking just as beautiful, just as brightly colored, hopping and skipping and dancing as they see you all. And some of them have taken out musical instruments and they have joined your melody as they're loving this. This is wonderful, and they're all mostly very young, very youthful, almost cherubic looking, in beautiful, brightly colored, richly dyed clothing. As they're dancing and skipping, oh, this is so lovely. Oh, a nymph. Oh, it's a shadow nymph, but her music is full of light. and they're dancing, and they're loving. It's like, please come back to our tree, please. You bring your music. You'll be welcome guests, please. And oh look, it's one of our kin. They say as they see Silver, and please come on, please, and they're being really friendly, and they're loving the vibe that you guys have with your performance.
Sadie will give Silver a thumbs up. So far, so good.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, so you
We'll
make
kind of
your
yeah,
make yeah.
pirouette over kind of gradually.
Yeah, you guys slowly make your way to the hawthorn tree. It's not that far away. As I said, it was only about 150 meters, so you get there pretty quickly. And you can see there are many more fairies around the tree. There was a couple of dozen had come to you. There's maybe close to 100 now. And you see some of the, now that you've gotten closer, some of these fairies are much, much older looking. Okay. And you spot as one quite old looking fairy flies down, and there's a few other fairies following them, flanking them as they come in front of you all. And he hovers in the air in front of Silver, and he just looks at you with this complete disbelief on his face as he goes, Fiacre, my son? How could I was told you were dead? And that is a perfect place for us to take a very quick pause in our story.
Pineapples. It's got immediately wrong.
No.
So, my lovelies, we will be back in just 5 minutes. Don't go far. We're not going far, but we will be back in 5 minutes. Just a very quick break for us all. And we will continue this totally normal, not in any way high stakes or emotional story. Okay? So back in a minute.
Welcome to West Crown, a city of faded glory choked by fear, where 5 strangers become swept up in a storm of hell knights, devils, and thieves.
My name is Sombra. I do what needs to get done in the shadows.
My name is Lowen. I know some magic, if that helps.
I'm Zakoon. I'm a medic. I patch people up, and I talk.
My name is Corporal Flynn. Yes, of the Tatari. When it comes to fighting, I'll help fight. But I don't think I owe you any information other than that.
Hi, I'm Nico. I'm a cook. Food is a big thing for me.
And I'm Alicia.
Gods!
Where every shadow holds a secret.
Zekun, meanwhile, is looking like someone who's been dropped in the middle of season 3 of a crime TV show without knowing what's going on.
He waves his hand at the obvious cloak and dagger bullshit background thing going on. Not interested.
And every choice could mean life or death.
My day is worse, I guarantee you.
Get him a body bag.
Oh!
And the infamous Council of Thieves weaves its web of intrigue and corruption.
One day, sister, one day we'll make sure this whole city pays for what we've had to endure.
In the dark, crumbling streets of West Crown, the only light is at the Twilight's Edge.
You know what the heck you just dropped us into?
Twilight's Edge, a Pathfinder 2e actual play of the Council of Thieves adventure path from the Tumble Through podcast.
Let's look into Prince Silver.
Okay, hello, folks, and welcome back. When last we left our heroes, they defeated a rather nasty creature, a Kamuka, which is another feminine fae that was able to conjure poisons and sicknesses, but they defeated her. And then Mila had a misunderstanding with a somewhat irate apple tree, but they became besties, so it's all good. And finally, breaking out of the forest, they came upon this hawthorn where they'd been told there was a community of fairies. As they approached, with Palimpsest and Ruzi giving a dazzling performance, a quite elderly looking fairy flew in front of Fiacre with a look of shock and disbelief on his face as he said, for Silver, a look of shock and disbelief as he said, Fiacre, my son, I thought you were dead.
Hello. Hi. I'm
No.
not dead, but
No, but I don't understand. We were told that you and wait, where's your wife? Where's Etienne? And what of the baby? What of the baby?
You're married?
What?
You have a child?
We were told that you were. How? Where have you been all these years? I don't understand. When Jermid came back, he was the only one of your troop to return, and he said that you were attacked by a green dragon, and he saw you and Etienne. He saw you and your wife die. Shortly before he fell to his own wounds, but you're here in front of me. I don't under. And I don't under. You don't. You look like you haven't aged a day.
look,
I don't understand.
I think you've mistaken me with somebody else. I have never fought a green dragon in my life.
I know my son.
Can
I don't know who my
insight this guy to see if
whatever you
Yeah, I
want.
was gonna do
Anybody
something.
want? Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I have a passive of 17, but I will still try and roll for it.
I got a 7. I'm like,
for it too.
Sylvia never told us that you were married and had children. I fully convinced this guy knows what he's talking about.
Oh damn! Considering how bad my previous roll was, this is a good insight.
I mean, my roll was bad, but it's lower than my passive insight of 17, so I don't know.
So what is? So I'll say for both of you, as far as you can tell, this elderly fairy sincerely believes that he is talking to his son, who he believed was dead, and he's very shocked. He's shocked and confused by this.
Okay, how old is your son, or would your son be today?
I don't know. In his 40s.
Okay, right. So I'm like 20, early 20s.
Wait,
So
no. By the gods, it's Connell?
I have been what?
Connell.
I was found in
Connell, is that
Eden
you?
Is it your grandson or something instead of your son? Maybe.
Connell. And he flies towards you and he grabs your shoulders as he's like looking at you like, is that you, my boy? I thought when Diarmid said that my son and his wife were dead, I thought the babe was dead as well. But it's like I'm looking at a copy of my son. Is that you? Is that really you? And you see tears are starting to fall down his cheeks as he looks at you, this wrinkled face, his eyes, brilliant, brilliant blue eyes that are filling with tears.
I think Silver subconsciously also starts crying, even though he doesn't know why he's crying. And still refusing to believe this because this feels too easy. This can't be it, right? Like the first fairy he sees in the Feywild is his grandfather. That's bullshit. That's not how this works. What the fuck do you mean? That's the internal monologue. No, this I was adopted by human parents. I've lived in the material plane my entire life. I do not know who my parents were. I have no idea who. This doesn't make sense.
And he pulls back from you, rising up above you all into the air as he calls out in this emotionally charged voice. My friends, my family, my kin, a miracle has happened. One that we thought lost has returned to us. My grandson Connell is here, back from the dead. And like all of the fairies just stop and they are all looking at you in astoundment, disbelief, as a few more fly in and like, by the gods, it looks like Fiacre. Ulton, he looks like Fiacre of old. He looks exactly like him. I said, I know, I and and there's like, just voices everywhere, every excited voices. Everybody is talking. Fairies are leaping through the air and flying through the air at great speed to each other, and they're whizzing past you. Everybody wanting to look at Silver as this one of the oldest fairies in this community is just announcing that his grandson that he had thought was dead apparently is here with them all now. And some fairies come flying down to you and they're like tentatively just reaching out to gently touch you as if to see if you're really here. If is it real or is this some illusion? And there's just, they're all filled with emotion as this elder fairy flies down. He's like, before they left, my son and his wife, she was heavy with child. They'd gone to travel to the mortal realm. They said they would be only a matter of months. We'd hoped she would return before you were born. Connell, if you were a boy, and if you were a girl, because they did not know. They had told Arcera they did not want to know. They wanted the surprise. If you were a girl, then Ethna. But then Diarmid returned from the troop, badly injured, and said there was an attack by a dragon. Slayed all that, you had been born only a few days previous, but that the dragon had killed all and he'd barely escaped, grievously injured. He barely made it back to tell us the story before he passed too, and we thought you'd been claimed by the worm, as well as my son and his dear wife. But you're here right now. It's like I'm looking at a living portrait of my boy. You look exactly like your father. You have his eyes.
This 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 makes no sense. Why would a dragon go after a bunch of fairies?
I don't know. I mean, green dragons, they live in the forests like us, and they are quite evil and malicious and magically quite powerful, amongst the most magically powerful of all of the dragons. They are fiercely territorial, like all dragons as well. Who's to know what would go through the mind of such a beast? If it had been mere humans, my son and the rest of the troop could have easily avoided them with their magics.
Maybe it's the fairies that went after the dragon rather than the other way around.
Fairies, we do not attack dragons. Why would we?
Yeah, and why would well, I don't really know anything about my birth father, I guess, but like if I had a child on the way, I wouldn't pick a fight with the dragon while the child was with me.
No, no, we thought you had been lost. You were only
It
a
was
few
about
you were only a few days old when the attack happened, according to Diarmid.
I don't know. My earliest memory is in the home, surrounded by kids who grew up a lot bigger than I did. And then I was adopted by a human family. And I don't know. Is there a I know you say that I look like your son, but is there a test? Is there a way to for me to know for sure that that you are who you say you are?
Why would I lie about such a thing? What
I
purpose would it
I don't
serve?
I I don't think you're lying, but
I
I
think
struggle with believing people
I think back
till
on
I
the
have proof.
material plane, there's a company that does tests.
I think, a good fairy, it is less about you perhaps lying and more that my good friend Silver, or Connell as you know them, requires is looking for more confirmation for their peace of mind.
Um,
You must have something maybe where they lived. Uh, I don't know because I have nothing from my parents.
Do we have a painting?
no,
Or
Your
perhaps
father?
one of perhaps any of you might cast an illusion to.
Do you have what they look like?
uh, I I mean, any illusion that we created would prove nothing.
Maybe an old family record, or a painting, as Mida says, perhaps.
Um, um, I'm trying to think.
Did they have a home within the tree?
I mean, we all live in the tree.
But a space particularly for them, or is your society a little more communal?
We are a commune, yes.
Hmm.
Silver, you don't have anything of your parents. Nothing was saved and given to you that you know of.
Uh, I so uh, part of my the items that I was selecting when I was doing stuff was one of the things that I picked was a token to remember your parents by. So I think Silver reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a thin piece of string with a uh, rock on it. The rock has been. It looks like it's been carved to resemble that of a. Looks like a guitar pick with like a hole in it for the string to go through, and it's this uh, bluish yellow sheen to it. So more like green, I guess. um, and he reaches into his pocket and well, not pocket. Like, I think he's gonna dig into his clothes because he doesn't remember where he's put it because it's been a part of him for so long that so left
It,
pocket, right pocket, inside the waist, the trench coat thing, multiple pockets, and then finally pulls out the thing, and it's like the string is almost worn off, but the rock is still the rock. Does this mean anything?
this is something that you've had forever, yes?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, right. So looking at it, okay, this elder fairy, looking at it, as his eyes fall on it, he has this further look of surprise on his face. Is like, I know that was my son's. That I'd given that to him as a gift. I made it for him, and the fact that you have it, it explains so much. Um, it is a stone. It is a stone of fortune. It was, and I enchanted it to imbue it with a magic that would provide one with protection in the form of luck, I guess you could say. So if you were in a situation in which you are threatened in some way, you could use the enchantment to avoid the danger. And as he reaches for the stone, it suddenly glows with this brilliant blue light that you've never seen it do before.
May I? So rather than doing, I was going to do an insight check on this, but as they said that this is a specific magic item, before they can touch it, may I ask to examine it and take 10 minutes to cast Identify on this object?
I mean, I would say you could do this maybe after the fact, because 10 minutes is a long time during a conversation, but they're not going to prevent
Well, I mean,
you from.
I'll use a spell slot to cast it straight
Yeah,
away in that case.
you know what I mean. So you're casting
I'll
it.
use a spell slot.
You're as he's reaching. So this is the curious thing. You start to cast a spell as he's reaching out for it, and just as you finish completing the spell, you don't get anything from the stone. It seems completely inert. But as this elder fairy's hand touches it, and it glows, you then feel this magic within, as if it has been awakened, and you can see this strange mixture of divination and abjuration magic that you, being quite the learned scholar, would think, yeah, if I was trying to make some sort of a lucky enchantment, it would be some combination of divination and abjuration. This is not something you've ever heard of before. This is an item that was made by a fairy in the Feywild as a gift to another fairy. This is Fey magic. But as you cast a spell, you're like, damn, this is some cool, crazy, powerful Fey magic shit right here now. But Silver, as I said, you've never seen this before. But now as the light glows and you're holding it too, you feel this energy begin to fill your body, but it's an energy that feels almost familiar, like something that you've it's like a sensation that has been in the back of your mind forever, and you're suddenly aware of it for the first time.
Ruzi will just kind of whisper into Silver's ear. It's like it seems genuine. I think this is your grandfather, and then we'll back away to give them space to connect.
Silver's gonna look down at the stone, the hair on the back of their neck rising
Uh-huh.
as the warmth from the magic envelops him, and just literally no response, just slam into uh, his grandfather and just give him a hug.
And,
Just tears rolling down his face, just no words, just
and his arms envelop you. This very old and somewhat frail looking fairy hugging you in this fierce bear hug. As you both slowly drift down to the ground until your feet land on the soft, mossy bog soil. As a moment later, he gently disengages and he says, "A feast! A celebration! One of our own has returned from the dead."
I
And
brought the alcohol.
there is a joyous
Cider.
cry of celebration as suddenly music appears, singing and dancing, and the elder fairy, your grandfather, he flings his hand back towards the hawthorn, and this beam of radiant light suddenly appears, traveling up the trunk, and then goes brighter and wider as the trunk seems to split, creating this doorway opening into what looks to be some sort of a cavernous interior as all of the fairies start to fly inside. Come, come, Connell. We have we have so much to discuss and so much mead to drink. Bring your friends as well.
Will we?
Wait.
Fit?
I'm more concerned about eating fairy food. Is that not a bad thing?
Oh yes.
They've
Yes, you
all
did
the
say that.
all the fairies have started going inside, and a couple of them, as they're coming in, are they're flying past you or leaping past you, and they're tugging at you, saying, "Come on, come on! You're honored guests. You've returned one of our lost kin. Please, come on! It's a
Peter said,
joyous celebration."
sure, that doesn't mean I trust the food.
I think
Maybe we need to
Mila
drink our own food.
Mila just gently nudges Ruzi and just goes like, "Would you have wanted to miss this? I'm glad you came along."
Ruzi kind of doesn't say anything, starts walking towards the opening in the tree, and just reaches down and just squeezes Mila's hand a little, and then lets go and carries on walking.
Aw. Yeah, Mila. I think Mila at first like is kind of confused, but then sort of accepts that as an answer, and will walk with her.
And Ruzi will turn around just before they reach the door, um, and throw their satchel at Mila that has the mushrooms in it, and just go,
It's a party.
"It's a party."
Yeah. Wait, but you did. I mean, Mila didn't know it was in there, but I think they're like, "What the fuck do you?" And then look at, ah,
Is that a weed?
is that a weed?
So,
Perfect.
does the party go into the fairies' court?
I'm
Or
gonna look at Pretty for like a how safe is this gonna be?
So what
confirmation.
I will say, Pretty, is that you heard them saying, "Please come. You must come in. You're honored guests. You've returned one of our kids." So you know, if a fae invites you to their house or court and declares you an honored guest, that means you are now protected by the laws of hospitality, which are amongst the most ancient laws of the Feywild.
I'm gonna say to Sadie, it's as he said. We are honored guests. The food will just be delicious.
Yeah, no, you know. So you know, Palma said that when they said that honored guests, they are extending hospitality to you, which is like amongst the most sacred laws of the Fae. So you are you are now probably in the safest place you have been in since you entered this realm.
Of the Fae or the fairy specifically? Because I believe
Oh
they're two
no,
different
of
entities,
the
aren't
when
they?
any Fae offers hospitality, any Fae offers hospitality,
So that would apply to the Eladrin as well, then.
any Fae. This
Okay.
is and so you, Elris, Elris, you'd also, when you heard this, sort of heard, once you heard them say that, you're like, we're good, we like, you do not like, you do, dynasties have fallen because monarchs broke the law of hospitality to their guests.
Yeah.
That's how serious this is in the Feywild.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for the patriarch of the. Does the grandfather looking? Does it seem like the?
So this is the thing. As you go in, you're looking around and you can see this appears to be some sort of a hippie commune. There doesn't appear to be a singular patriarch. There is a couple of elder fairies, including this grandfather and a few other grandfathers and grandmothers. So it doesn't appear that there is a singular elder. It's more like a
Right. I
commune.
mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I mainly want to talk to him, but
Yeah,
like
of
if
course.
all
Yeah.
the elders are together, all the better for it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So yeah.
So as you go over to them, so Silver, you've been led by Connell, and as you enter into this cavern, it's a beautiful and vast cavern. The ceiling stretches up nearly like over 10 meters in height. There are these beautiful columns that look to have been formed from stalactites and stalagmites merging. Hundreds of tiny little alcoves cut into the stonework in which people have bedding or furniture, making up hundreds of tiny little rooms, bedrooms and living rooms and drawing rooms and all sorts of things. There is a long table stretching down in the center of this cavern, and there is a dais up at the top, but there is a large circular table at the dais, and there are 6 seats, 6 chairs around that table, as well. The the stonework itself, there appears to be some sort of crystals. Ruzi, you think maybe it's quartz? The rest of you guys wouldn't know. You're dumb. But Ruzi, you'd know. You're like, this looks like quartz, but it's glowing with this beautiful radiant golden light, you know? Quartz doesn't glow, you know? And you see off on one side, there looks like there is a little stream flowing out through a crack in the stonework that travels down and forms into a small little pond, as well. This is a beautiful space. Now you're all looking a bit like, I don't know what to do, because this beautiful grand long table, it's fairy sized, but some of the fairies, these tiny little creatures the size of Silver, so 20 maybe 30 centimeters in height at the max, they're taking you by the hands or taking you by, like, you know, your trouser clothing and stuff, and pulling you along to the house. Please sit down, please, you must join our feast, you are honored guests.
Oh, I'm incredibly heavy. I would.
Yeah, Milo will just sort of like, it's fine, just sit on the floor. Milo goes to like cross-legged on the floor.
So this is the weird thing that happens as you go to sit down on this tiny little chair that looks like it belongs in a children's nursery for their dolls. The chair seems to suddenly grow in size until it is a perfect size for you. But looking to your left and right,
stays down.
No, this is the weird thing. You appear to be level with the fairies, but they haven't gotten bigger or smaller. It's like this weird, trippy perspective thing that's happening to you as you sit at the table of, like, you're perfectly comfortable, but everybody else is perfectly comfortable, even though you're completely different sizes. And
Milo's just like, I've not even taken the drugs yet.
yeah, exactly.
As we're looking at Milo's still the same size?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask as well. Yeah.
So this is the thing. Mila is the same
perspective.
size as always, but it's like the table has shifted in size without anything getting bigger, and it's like it's almost like the longer you look at it, you start getting a headache because this
Yeah,
is
Sadie starts to leak
trippy.
smoke again.
This is some trippy shit that is happening right now, you know. Palmaset, you're not even and Erlis, you don't even notice. You're not
Wait,
even phased
I
by
have
this.
a, I have a
Yeah.
question. I have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
question. Milo,
yeah.
so Milo had like a little, like kind of like a shot glass of alcohol, right?
Does that?
They're trying to put it on one of the chairs to see if it
So
Stuff
Think
in
it's
bar.
bigger.
so this is what happens as you take the shot glass and you put it on the table in front of you. One of the fairies says, "Oh, you've brought something. What is it?"
honestly, and like they'll pick up and look at the label again. I just labeled it with the letter C, which I don't know. I think it's alcohol. It's sweet. No, C for cinnamon. That's what it was. It's C for it's something with cinnamon. I think. I have more. I have oh god, see, only have one letter. Why the fuck would I do that?
Find out.
Maybe. Listen, most of these I get when I'm drunk. And I take like samples and I label them, and apparently I should figure out a better system. But you can taste if you want.
A cinnamon, and he uncorks it, and he's just like,
Yeah.
"This smells like some sort of a fine whiskey."
Oh, it could. Yeah, they're very so all of them very strong. The ones in the little vials are like you're usually supposed to like knock them back.
Wonderful, and he gestures, and a bunch of goblets start to walk towards you. Think Beauty and the Beast as a collection of goblets walk towards you, and this fairy who's standing on the table goes standing in front of the goblets that are nearly the size of the fairy, and taking your bottle, which is only a singular shot, he starts pouring it into each of these half dozen goblets, filling them all with this.
Can I learn that?
And then he puts down the now empty bottle as there are now 6 goblets filled with this cinnamon flavored whiskey that you had just brought.
I think like Milo looks at all and has a moment where they like pinch themselves to check that they're not dreaming. And
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you do that?
How did I do what?
I mean, it was only a little bit.
But this is a feast we all share.
You know what? I'm not even gonna question it. That's great. Thank you. And they'll take one of the
Yeah. So you've gone from a shot to a full goblet of this cinnamon flavored whiskey.
Sadie has complex feelings about the animated goblets.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no.
so you said that a lot of those things would be par for the course for Airless and wouldn't phase her. But out of curiosity, is there any cool? Are there any cold dishes?
Any cold dishes?
Yes.
So, like
ice cream or something like.
So
Yeah.
what you find is this fabulous feast of food that has appeared on the table. There are several roasted boar with apples in their mouths. There are cuts of what looks to be venison. There is various different fish dishes. You think it's salmon. There's some other meats that you're not quite sure you recognize. There's also bowls of fresh fruits and berries, but there is also bowls of sorbets as well. No ice creams, but beautiful cold sorbets as well.
So Airless is tucking into the sorbets along with Yuki.
Yeah.
just what they're having, nothing else.
Absolutely.
If Yuki eats sorbet, does Yuki end up tasting like sorbet?
No, Yuki's color changes to the sorbet it's eating.
Very good.
Wonderful. Okay.
As I sit down, am I now like to scale with Silver?
No, this is the weird, as I
Okay.
say, it's this weird trippy thing that's happening where
Perspectives funky.
perspectives are shifting in this strange way that makes no sense. You are sitting in a chair that before you sat on was about maybe 20 centimeters tall, and now is the perfect size for you. And you're seated at the same level as the fairies around you, but the table hasn't risen to meet you, and you haven't shrunk to meet them.
I am glad I cannot eat, or I would likely throw up.
What do you mean? There is food for you as well, my friend.
Oh, I I do not have a digestive tract. I cannot.
No, you're an honored guest. Please.
It's not a matter of. I suppose it'd be rude if I didn't try. And yeah, I'll grab a plate of whatever's nearest and just pretend to eat.
So what do you take as your plate of food?
Whatever's nearest. I've not eaten before. I don't know what like.
So what you take a plate of, and this beautiful silver plate, and on it there are these cuts of this beautiful juicy reddish colored meat. There is a selection of vegetables that look like they've been roasted with honey, as well. And there's this lovely gravy sauce that's covered it all. Okay, so
this looks very nice.
Ari, think of the most wonderful Sunday roast you would ever get in an English pub. Okay, that's what we're talking here. Okay,
I'm hungry now.
So you go and you cut a piece to put into your mouth, thinking, "I'll just pretend," because you don't.
Yeah, I'll just tuck it into a cheek and spit it out later or something.
But as the food enters your mouth, you are suddenly overwhelmed with something you have never experienced in your life, and that is the taste and texture of food. You can taste every single flavor of the food in your mouth. You've never experienced this before.
What? It tastes like I don't know. It tastes like a fire smells and sort of like the ocean wind sort of feels.
Yes.
What?
And I would hope it also tastes like the warmth of home, yes?
I can only imagine. I haven't had that for some time. It does feel nostalgic, which is odd since I've not eaten. Is this what food's normally like? And I sort of look at the rest of the party.
So everybody else in the party who's tucked in, this food tastes amazing. This is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, I think so.
Sadie's just chewing. She doesn't know if she doesn't know how to swallow or anything. She's just...
It depends. Sometimes you've got bad food, sometimes you've got good. This is really good, like amazing. Also, Sadie, you could at one point like try and like swallow it if you don't like. Do you have a tongue?
Yes.
Yes, I was carved
Just
with
try and like
head to afterwards, but
yeah, try and like I guess put like the tongue to the roof of your mouth and then just try and swallow. I've actually never know. I don't know how to explain. Do you make saliva? Sorry, I'm asking really intrusive questions.
No, I don't.
All right, just try and push it back, maybe with your tongue.
Okay. Oh. Wow.
And this is, and as you swallow, the food enters your body, and it feels good.
I feel sort of warmer inside, heavier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this full?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the full depends on. I guess you don't have a stomach, so maybe one bite is enough to fill it. I'm not sure, but sometimes, like, it depends per person what's enough for them.
You do not. You feel like you could eat more of this.
I nod and just go, I'm going to try everything.
Good.
Ruthie kind of with a mouthful just kind of offers you a bowl of kind of fruit, strawberries and raspberries and blackberries. You have to have these, and then picks up a goblet and just knocks it back.
Myla.
Look at Myla.
I was like,
wow.
Has Rosie ever drank alcohol before in any kind of capacity or not?
Ruthie has had some wine at.
All right, you like but not whiskey.
No.
Oh god, like why is it like, oh, Rosie.
Goblets have wine in, so yeah, she just had a big old gulp.
Oh no!
Rosie seemed to realize afterwards
whiskey?
what's happened. Does Rosie seem to? I mean, it tastes different, obviously. Does she seem to?
Yeah, this wine burns. Is wine meant to burn?
Let me try.
and
Oh.
kind of just reaches out and grabs a handful of sorbet and like
Fistful of sorbet.
Yeah.
Mine is just like mine just looked at Ruzi like that wasn't wine.
Is this what wine's like?
No, this was whiskey that I brought. But Ruzi, if you just eat, the bone sometimes tends to be nice. You just gotta get
No,
used to.
no,
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 okay. Well,
no,
I'm sure they have
no.
wine.
So if you took a fistful of sorbet and it wasn't yours, Yuki just glares. It was their portion.
So while all this is happening, how is Pretty feeling? What are they doing? Are they enjoying the feast?
They're still trying to talk to the grandfather, wherever
Okay.
they are.
So you go up towards the head of the table, and the grandfather is sitting at the head, and Silver is beside them. As you sit down with them, and as soon as Silver had sat down, your grandfather says, Connell, please, you must eat. You must eat. You've never had our food. You've lived with the mortals all your life. You've never. Please. And he's like gesturing at a plate of food for you, Silver, to eat.
I'm gonna pick up, basically put everything that's available on a plate, and just literally like um, trying to think of, those pie eating competitions where they just put their face in the pie.
Yeah.
That is what Silver is doing with with not with the food, actually. First with the alcohol, he grabs a bunch of sorbet, puts it in the glass of whiskey, and just dunks his head in.
He's one of those people.
Yeah,
So
and
he's
and
making a
then
whiskey float.
So
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
As you do that, your grandfather laughs hard and says, "Oh, you're just like Faker. You're just like my son. He loved his food and his drink as well." And he slaps you on the back. And then he turns to you, Palmas, and says, "My dear nymph, thank you so much for guiding my grandson safely through the Feywilds, bringing him back home. We owe you a debt we can never repay."
That'd be excellent. I was
Oh,
hoping we could speak.
this wasn't an accident. This was the fates. You know there are no accidents here.
I do know that. I was hoping to do something else, a little bit more deliberate, if you would like.
Please.
Can we
What?
speak outside
Oh,
of the earshot of? It's a boisterous party, after all.
of course. Please come with me. And he gestures, and you head off to one of the corners, the many corners of this cavern. And there are some really, really comfy looking, like beautifully, richly embroidered cushions that are making this wonderful little pile. Please, sit down. Sit down.
You know, I'm a guide,
Yes. You
and I
guide
don't.
you guide those that have fallen to the realm of shadow.
I'd like to think that I guide whoever I happen to have the fortune to meet to the place that they need to go. Sometimes they're, well, most of the time they're gone, and sometimes they're not. And I'm so glad that the fate brought your grandson back. But I also know that you lost your son and your daughter in law, and you didn't get to say goodbye. That's not right. It's not the way of us. You always say goodbye, and then you say hello when the different cycle comes round. So I think I'm going to go look for them and see if they have any words for you, if that's all right.
You would do this for us?
It's only right, I think.
This is.
I'm a follower of many roads, and I've traveled with these mortal people for the first time. Usually it doesn't take us long, and it's been the most interesting.
If you would do such a thing for me, I would be in your debt. But let me give you a gift for your journey. And he lays his hand on your heart, and this warm, glowing light fills his palm and enters your body as he blesses you with the gift of fairy luck, and you now have 1 point of luck.
Ooh. Thank you kindly.
No, thank you, fair guide and traveler. It is no coincidence that my grandson met you when he returned to the Feywild. The fates made sure he had a guide who would return him safely to his kin. I know it is
Well,
not the path of shadow you normally follow, but clearly you are a great and powerful guide to those who travel.
I hope I find my way back as swiftly as the blessing that you have bestowed upon me, grandfather.
We will owe you even more if you can bring back a message of my beloved son and his dear wife. We will forever be in your debt. The fairies of the Hawthorn will forever be in your debt.
I'd say don't mention it, but you and I both know it is not the way.
That's not the way of this realm. Please, there is much celebration and much, much mead to be drunk. Let us go, my love.
Of course.
And he leads you back to the table for a wondrous feast.
I think at one point during the feast, when people weren't really paying attention, um, Palimpsest will um, go to Sadie
Mhm.
and say, I'm going to pop out to Riverleaf briefly to try to look for Silver's father. If the others ask, tell them I will find them soon after.
Okay. Is it far away? Do you need company?
Oh, it's all right. I'll be right back.
Okay. Be safe. You know where to find us. I don't know if we're staying here long, but you found us once. I'm sure you'll find us again. Please do come back, though. It'd be sad to say goodbye so soon.
It's just a see you later.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Well, be safe. I'll let the others know. You see, she's got like a plate that's like 2 foot tall.
Oh yeah, and there's
Yeah.
like just two other empty plates beside the plate
Yeah.
that's piled with food.
It's stacking it up
What's
like conveyor sushi style.
Yeah.
Palimpsest find this really amusing because for her this is just kind of like normal food, really.
Yeah.
Like these guys, you need to find better food in general. It's great. It's a feast level deliciousness, but at the same time, she's not like as sad leaving this behind immediately, but she's also thinking she should, make haste if she wants to catch the rest of them back up quickly.
Yeah.
So I wonder, I don't know who has like great passive perception, but if
Viola does,
anyone,
and I think
yeah.
Ruthie does.
No, I have a passive perception of 14. My passive insight is
Oh,
17, but Ruzi
insight.
has a really
Ruthie has really good passive perception.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
17 passive
Yeah.
perception.
So I think she's not trying to grab attention. So her passive stealth is like 15. So Ruthie will see Palimpsest kind of like walk towards one of the trees inside of this cavern, and then you just see her like disappears.
So Rudy clocks this, but kind of shrugs and then goes back to looking at the goblet in front of her. Going, look, all I'm saying is if you just want to walk off and refill yourself, I wouldn't complain. I'm not going to force you to do it, but you know, it would be a nice thing. We're friends.
Okay,
Sadie nods, appreciating the kindness to an animated object.
Rosie, give me a persuasion roll.
It's so funny.
That's nice.
I'll guide myself. It's not going to be great, but 11.
Unfortunately, the goblet does not move. Not with an 11. So, yeah.
No question.
No, yeah, yes.
No, I was gonna say if Mila can have tried to use the mushrooms in any kind of way.
Oh no.
Okay, so do you take out the mushrooms, do you?
Servings.
Yeah, I'm not sure like what the instructions were.
So you take out the mushrooms, and as soon as the fairies see them, like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, would you like us to make you a soup from them, my dear?
Oh, yeah, I think we were supposed to save like a bunch of them, but like I can give you half, and if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. And they take them and they just disappear off. Okay.
Oh,
And they're gone for a couple of minutes. All right. So while they're
load up this entire commune.
while they're gone, Silver, you having gorged yourself on whiskey floats, you're feeling pretty merry right now. And your grandfather says, "So are you returned to us now? Are you staying here with your kin?"
I don't know. I committed to seeing this task through with my companions.
Of course, I understand.
And commitment, I didn't grow up here, but
No.
the fairy does keep his word.
No, absolutely, you must. If you gave an oath to help your friends, then you must help them. But once your quest is finished, you must return.
I would like to come back, learn more about my family.
No,
what about my mom's side of the family? Are they around?
No, some of your mother's family, they are still here. Her mother is alive still. There are so many who want to talk to you. But I understand you must finish this quest with your friends, and I assume you're trying to help them get safely back to the realm of the mortals.
I look around. The others are not right next to me, are they? They're like
no, they're down. Yeah.
We're off looking for a flower to help us get back, and I basically give him the TLDR of the whole adventure we've been on.
Oh,
yeah.
I know of that flower. It makes a wonderful tea.
Yeah, the witch said that we need the smoke of the tea for something. I heard smoke and I got distracted. You know how it is. Yeah. I don't like that role.
A witch, you said, yes?
I'm not sure if they were a witch or not. I'm just assuming they were. I could be wrong.
But they said that if you return with the bloom, they will ensure you that your friends would get back out of the Feywild safely, yes?
Above the table, that is what they said, right?
This was a promise, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the moonlit orchid, it grows at the peak of the mountains on the other side of the swamp. You're not that. You're not. You're not that far. Maybe another day or two's travel. Depending on your friends, mortals, they sometimes have difficulty traveling the Feywild, but you have.
Yeah, but these guys have been pretty cool so far. Like I'm the one who fucked up, with the.
Please, I'm sure that's not true, Connell. I'm sure that you did wonderful. I mean, apart from anything else, you were raised by humans, so there is so much that you must learn.
I mean, yeah, but like they taught me everything I needed to know to survive there, which made sense. But now I need to know everything I need to know to survive here.
There's so much,
I get that, yeah.
So much we can. When this quest is complete, you will return here to live amongst your kin, and oh, we have so much to share with you. It will be. Oh,
Yeah, I think once the quest is done, once I
mm,
return them
yes,
to their
yeah,
thing, I'll
yes,
come back to visit. Yes.
yes. Of course. Yes, of what it'll be wonderful. And
I don't know if I'm going to stay, but I will definitely come back to visit.
I don't know. You're an attractive young fairy like my son was. We might find you a nice, attractive man or woman. Might
Oh,
convince you to stay.
yeah. I don't really care about settling down or, having kids and stuff. Don't really have the maternal instinct for that or
Who
paternal
said
instinct for that.
anything about children? You could just fuck. Says your grandfather.
Oh my god.
It is a
Oh my
commune.
god.
Wow.
I know what happens after 9 p.m. on a Yorkshire night.
Slia's cheeks are red. Just
Yeah.
strawberry red.
Yeah.
Just oh crap. Yeah,
I-
yes, of course.
He sees how unbelievably embarrassed you are by your elderly grandfather saying this, and he laughs hardly, slaps you on the back, and reaches over and, without touching it, a large goblet comes towards you, beautiful silver goblet. Says, "Here, drink some mead, boy. You need it."
Immediately downs it without even second guessing what's in it.
It's the most beautiful, sweetest mead you've ever had in your life.
Silver, if at any point you check, Sadie, like between plates, keeps glancing in your direction to make sure you don't mouth like pineapples in her direction. Just checking. Just checking in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go check in with my friends, try to be a
Yes.
good host, and
No,
I'll be.
of course, Connell, of course. Yes.
Please, Silver. That's
Sorry.
the.
Oh,
the
sorry,
Silver,
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's just weird. I don't. I'm sure I'll get accustomed to the name, but for now, Silver
No,
suits
of
me
course.
better. I think.
Of course, Silver. Yes, it's a good name. It's a good name.
Nice. And fly over to the others, and he's like, Jesus fucking Christ, this place is weird. I thought I was weird, but my grandfather's talking about fucking. You guys, this is
This is great. This is great.
As you
This makes
say,
it better.
Mila, as you say, this is great. A beautiful bowl
Oh,
of
perfect.
bronze bowl of rich, creamy mushroom soup appears in front of you, and beside it, some beautiful, freshly baked bread.
Amazing. Milo will thank the fairies that made it.
Yes,
and
of course.
We'll start eating the soup. They are
So this
completely-
soup is,
yes.
first of all, it's absolutely amazing. But as you get about halfway through it, you suddenly start noticing that the colors around you seem so much more vibrant than you remember them being. And then you're noticing that the light from the various candles and lanterns, they seem to be dancing in a way that they weren't before. And it's almost like everybody's movements are slowing down as the effect of these mushrooms begin to hit.
It's not Milo's first time, so they're not surprised.
So for the next 24 hours, you will have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
Oh, that makes it flat for me.
Okay, so you will have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, but will have advantage on perception rolls. As your brain
piercing
is
the veil.
expanding and your consciousness is growing, meaning that you are suddenly so much more aware of your surroundings, but being overwhelmed by it at the same time.
Yeah, I think what anyone else would see, because Milo's used this from, I guess, being used to drugs and alcohol, but also used, I guess, from their with sort of the stuff being weird. But I think the others would see, and Rusty would notice especially, their eyes in the past before all the dreams started were just pink, both of them. And then when the dream started, one of them became blue, and I think notice that the blue eye kind of swirls a little bit, which usually means that they're seeing something, whether it's like because of there's or drugs, like usually means that they're seeing something.
Yeah.
Like,
So you've obviously imbibed before. You have had a long and hedonist life, but you have never tripped balls the way you're tripping balls right now.
Sadie kind of leans over to Ruzi and just goes, "Is she okay?" Sort of.
I mean,
the eyes kind of traveling a bit.
yeah, it does that occasionally.
Okay, so it's fine.
Are they? I I don't. I can't say. Sadie,
Hi. Hello, Ruzi.
have they got soup and we haven't?
And look around. Are there soups out on the table?
I mean, Maya would have not eaten it all. Would have offered at one point, like taken some in and put the rest down on the table. They're not gonna eat a full bowl of like drugs. You know, like they know better than that. So,
a few of the fairies sample a bit of it as well, but most of it's still there.
Seems to be something of a communal bowl, but they did deliver it directly to her.
I'm just saying, I don't like it when Mila has things and I don't.
I could. Well, as I say, it seems communal. Would you like me to get you a bowl?
I'll just. I mean,
I'll
she's
get
going to reach
one
out,
for
take a lump of the bread, and just dip it into Mila's bowl. And she's go, I'm just going to have some myself because if you're not going to offer, then I'm just going to take it.
I put it on the table for you, Rosie. Are you
So,
joining me?
Not even like thinking about it being the mushrooms.
Rosie, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I
Maya
didn't have
doesn't need to, yeah, because
No, I don't need
you
it.
do drugs, so you didn't need
That's true.
That's a 14.
Okay, so that's a fail.
Yikes.
So you also now have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. You have advantage on perception saving throws. Okay, but you will have a higher DC if trying to resist charms and enchantments that affect the mind.
Okay.
Your mind's too expanded. It's too open.
Where Miley, you don't have that extra penalty of the higher
No.
DC. You're just tripping balls and loving it. Okay, you are living your best psychedelic life right now. But Ruzi, who does not have extensive experience with psychedelics, it's hitting you a bit more.
Yeah.
Now your eye's sort of doing the thing.
Why? What?
You gave me
Why
the
are you moving?
mushrooms. You gave me the
Stand still,
mushrooms.
baby.
Which mushrooms?
The one. I had them just a minute ago. I don't know where they went.
Was that soup the mushrooms I gave you?
Yeah. Why else did you give them to me?
Not to have now.
It's
Sadie,
a
too loud
party.
for a party, goes, "Did you do drugs?"
Yeah, apparently Rusi did drugs.
God, Mum's gonna kill me.
It's
No, Mum's gonna
fine.
kill you.
No, it's fine.
What happens in the Feywild?
It stays in the Feywild. You get it.
So, Silver, you're seeing all this going on. How are you responding to this?
Silver is still reeling from the fact that his grandfather was talking to him about fucking.
Yeah.
And that is just weird.
Yeah.
He's done and dealt with weird shit, but like not.
No, that's tough.
So he just watches Ruzi take some mushrooms or like the soup and looks over at Sadie. Do you want some?
Kind of look at these. Well, they've established it's drugs, so.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I see. Well, without Pretty around, I
We don't really
feel...
have someone to stop us from doing weird things, right?
Yes, I think Airless is quite a responsible one. I think I should also probably try to be responsible. As much as I'd like to try the drugs, maybe another time?
I mean, sure, suit yourself, and then dunks their face in
dear.
in the bowl.
Okay, Silver, do you have much experience with drugs?
Significant, yes.
Okay, right. So you also do not need to give me a Constitution saving throw. You also will suffer disadvantage on Wisdom saving throws, but have advantage on Perception checks.
That's fine. I haven't rolled higher than a 10 on wisdom saves anyway. So it's fine.
Okay, well, but your you might start seeing shit that's not there.
Oh no, I'm the designated driver.
Where's this airless still? I don't know.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
check.
Airless and Yuki have been enjoying their sorbets.
Yes,
Alice, would you like some soup?
No, thank you. Soup is too warm. However, I do think I'm going to pour some of the alcohol into the sorbet.
Oh,
So
Just
this
to keep
is
it
so
fun.
this is so Airless, the alcohols that are available for you. There's this beautiful, rich, heavy tannin red wine. Okay.
red wine in the sorbet.
Yeah, so think maybe a Cabernet Sauvignon or maybe a nice Rioja. Okay, there is obviously the mead which I mentioned. Okay, there is also a lovely chilled white wine, and there also appears to be a chilled cider.
Ooh, there's definitely going for the chilled stuff for
Yes.
sure. Probably the white wine.
Mm.
Although, if there's anything amaretto like, that's also really good. And
So it looks like there's a couple of other spirits
nice.
a little bit further down the table. They appear to be a mixture of aperitifs and digestives. So you're looking at some amarettos. There's something that would be a Jägermeister. There's some schnapps as well. So there's
schnapps is great.
yeah. So yeah.
So Airless is not that she knows any chemistry, but she's going to look like she's doing chemistry experiments, just pouring different things over the sorbets.
Sadie is watching intently. What are you doing?
I'm experimenting with flavor.
I've been doing that all night. I shall join you.
Wonderful.
I should just grab a bottle and just start pouring things together.
I love it.
Yeah, and yet again, you are being overcome by this barrage of taste that you've never experienced in your life, Sadie. You are for the first time since your creation enjoying and consuming food.
I think like you do see like that little bit of gold pooling at the edge of her eyes.
Yeah.
At one point, she slows down. She goes, "This is really going to suck when we leave."
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the moment.
I'm sorry.
Sort of wipes her eyes a little. Oh, it's I could have gone a life without knowing, which might have been. It's going to be an interesting morning. Let's enjoy.
Is that why some people say ignorance is bliss?
I suppose so. Knowledge is a curse, maybe. Flowers of Algernon. I don't know.
You having this conversation.
I've read it somewhere. I think
having this conversation, enjoying the fabulous food and drink, Silver dealing with the emotional trauma of his grandfather talking about fucking, with Palmaset having appeared to have disappeared from you all, as several members of the party are under the psychedelic effects of literally magic mushrooms because they're from the Feywild. Knowing you are significantly closer to your destination, having been told that the mountain ranges are on the other side of the swamp, and feeling a safety and a warmth that you've not had since you entered the Feywild. You spend an evening in joy and in revelry and in hospitality. And I think that this is a perfect place to pause in our story.
Great.
So thank you all for joining us tonight on this. It ended up being a lot more drug induced than I thought was going to happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
I'm blaming Anna for the drugs. Okay.
The funny part is I have never done drugs nor gotten drunk in my life, so I'm trying to figure out like how does this work.
But if you do drugs, do it with friends so you're safe.
Do it with
That's
friends
also
in
a
the
good point.
Feywild. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Okay. So before we go, I'm going to ask everybody to tell us a bit about themselves and where they can find you. Starting with Mike.
Oh, okay. So I have been a very drug-induced roosie, and I am Mike. You can find me at Run Like Craig on Blue Sky. You can also find me over at Pantsless Tables, which is run by the wonderful Steve, where I play in a D&D actual play bi-weekly, and I will soon be running a no, not Candela Obscura. That's something completely different. A Ten Candles anthology miniseries, which is going to be very fun.
Okay, cool. Next up we have Steve.
Hello, hi. I'm Steve, also known as Sassy Pants. I was playing Silver, the fairy who has been reunited with family and has been traumatized. So, and also is high as fuck. So that's fun, exciting. Hell yeah. You can find me here, there, everywhere under Pants Stables on Blue Sky, Instagram, Twitch, basically everywhere. Where I run an AP studio dedicated to shining a spotlight on underrepresentation talent. We've got a bunch of cool stuff coming up depending on when this comes out. Most likely, God Killer Kismet will be out, at least the first few episodes. We are running an 8 episode anthology. No, wait, 8 episode multilingual series uh, based on this incredible world created by Aman. Uh, all pre recorded, all heavily edited with extreme uh, level of subtitling and other things that I cannot talk about yet till you see the first episode.
Nice.
But yeah, really cool stuff. I'm very proud of it, of the work that everyone has put into it, and that's the big thing that we're doing. Depending on when this comes out again as well, we have a couple of new shows coming up, which is our 10 Candles show, which Mike just mentioned, and also a new non-TTRPG related show starting mid-August, featuring Tan and Assis, uh, who are going to do cool stuff that I cannot talk about just yet, but I will be revealing sometime next week.
Oh,
But
so
yeah, that's
exciting.
basically all of that. Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Wonderful.
The vibes so far have been really good. We're recording
Wonderful.
the first episode next week, I believe. Yeah. Anyway, that's all from me. This was fun. Can't wait to come back next week.
Cool. Super. Okay, next up we have Ran.
Hi, I'm Ran, she, her pronouns. I play Palimpsest, the pretty nymph, who is somehow the most responsible, like, party dad situation, which is very surprising. Um, but, um, well, she's usually her job requires her to keep a schedule, so perhaps not that surprising. Um, you can find me on social media, Burdick Inspiration on Blue Sky. I am normally like my day job is a theater director, so there's probably going to be a lot of live theater kind of thing on my Instagram for the most part. So you can check it out if you're in the New York City area. You can find me on Instagram at Rhino Riddler. I'm also on Valdriant's Twitch channel on Thursdays and Fridays doing a Girl by Moonlight live actor play, as well as a Urban Shadow on Fridays, same channel. So check us out there.
Cool. Super. All right. Next up we have Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna O'Reilly, whichever you prefer. I use they, it pronouns, and I'm definitely human. You can find me literally anywhere at Peculiar Plants. I'm on pretty much every social media. As for stuff that I'm doing, I am on a Pathfinder Second Edition podcast, actual play called Twilight's Edge over at Tumble True. Episodes, yes, Tumble True. Episodes drop every Tuesday, though currently, well, it will be over by the time this airs, but currently we're dropping 2 episodes a week, one on Tuesday and Thursday, which are vignettes, which are little kind of usually one-on-one between one character, two characters, like or three characters, like sort of purely role play scenes in between the chapter 1 and 2, where we get a sort of insight in the party and what they do in the downtime in the months between, which is really cool. So by the time this airs, definitely they will all be out and you can listen to them. Other than that, I'm going to be I'm on Penn State sometimes. This Friday, no, it's not this Friday. It's recording Dark Waters. I keep thinking it. Dark Waters is very much, which also has Mike, Steve, Tan, that's the DM, and Assis also mentioned, and Rice. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah, that's it. I'm at places.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. And next up, we have Lilith.
Yes, so I'm Lilith, better known as Lilith Wild on the socials, or the dot Lilith dot Wild, depending on which of the socials it is. I am mostly found on other people's channels when it comes to actual plays. I will be in one that hasn't started. We haven't started it yet, but by the time this airs, most likely it will have started. Called Who Hurt You? Um, the upcoming game is called The Warren that we'll be playing. So we're playing a bunch of rats during the plague in London. So that's going to be fun.
Mm.
And Mike got me all excited with Candela Obscura. I'm part of a Candela Obscura writing project right now. I can't give details just yet, but keep an eye out for it. It's super exciting.
Cool. Super. And Ari.
Hey everyone, you knew me and you grew me. Ari, I go by she, they pronouns. I'm not really a guest on anything else at the moment. If you need someone, reach out. I'm always around. But you can find me on all your favorite socials as at Lucky Leaf Teas, or you can visit my website www.luckyleafteas.com to explore my little range of teas and herbal blends, all inspired by the tabletop games you know and love. You might find me out in the real world. I'm doing a few big events soon, so come and say hello.
Super.
The question is, are we gonna get mushroom tea though?
I've already done that. I'm ahead
Oh,
of you.
okay.
Mushroom tea sounds
Yeah,
like soup, doesn't it?
it can be soup-like. It took me a while to get the balance right. There was sort of a sliding scale between broth and tea.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
Okay, fine. And finally, myself, I am Neil. I go by he/him pronouns. You can find me everywhere at Fayeearth, okay? Because that is my baby, that is my love, that is my passion project. I have a Twitch channel. Well, obviously, you're seeing this, and my YouTube channel where you can get actual plays and old shows that I've done. And beyond that, check out my page on Itch.io where I have a really cool Fair starter pack, which has literally everything you need. It has a core rule book up to 10th level because, like, let's be honest, most people never get past 10th level anyway, as well as a really, really fun starter adventure set in Yorkshire in the north of England. So if you wanted to play in the World of Fair, you can totally do that. The other place, of course, that you can find me is on Backer Kit with Brambleheart Games, Hidden Folk of the Feywild. If you would like to bring some of the wonderful Fey creatures that you have seen in this game into your D&D game, please support it and you will get a host of wonderful creatures directly from European folklore that you can add to your story. But I suppose with that being said, I will say thank you again for joining us in our wonderful story and we look forward to seeing you for the next chapter in this tale. So until then, goodbye everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone.